So for more than 2 months now, I've been purely focusing on the planche. I mean, for the last 6 weeks, it's only been legs, planche, every single week, right? And the reason for this is because I believe if you want to succeed and maximize your progression in one particular movement that's so demanding, such as the planche, you cannot afford to waste any of your energy and your efforts into other movements. That is just going to hinder your progress, and maybe to an extent, the fatigue and the balance between fatigue and performance is just not going to be enough for you to find a genuine improvement, right? So, this is more so adapted by me due to my experience and research on other people, right? A lot of people have said that they had to cut back a lot on their bent arm movements in order to really succeed in the planche, right? Now, although only focusing on the planche it does lack the back engagement and any pulling exercises, right? I kind of gambled and I put all my eggs in that one basket. So I decided either I'm going to maintain my pulling strength or I'm going to, regress a bit, but it's worth it if I'm going to be able to really get that planche, right? So I decided to take that sacrifice and only focus on the planche, right? Now, the reason why I'm talking about this now is because from that whole 2 months of training the planche, this is this one epiphany. This is the one moment of my planche journey that I've realized, or I've recognized that I am genuinely seeing improvements every single session. I feel stronger. I'm starting to get that that straddle planche position, and almost by muscle memory, like instantly recognize where I need to hold it, how am I going to have my whole body hold, how much I am tilting my pelvis, is my legs high enough, am I engaging my glutes and everything, like every single part of that movement, I'm starting to understand that. I'm grasping that concept. And this is just, it's incredible. Like, it's incredible how much this is progressing, right? And it kind of confused me. Like, how is it that in these whole 2 months, it's only the last 2 weeks out of all those 9 weeks, I'm seeing genuine improvement, right? The reason why, I'll tell you, is because I've said this a lot of times, right? And I don't think I've emphasized the significance or the importance of this training regime, right? And the reason why is because I just had a lot of doubt with this. I didn't realize how simplistic, or how this simplistic movement, or this sets of exercises is so foolproof, right? And I hated to admit that it's such an easy way of improving. And I'll just get to the point. It is the intense planche leans. Go into that planche lean position and lean as far as possible, right? As far as you can go, and hold that for a maximum of 3 seconds. You should not be able to hold this for any longer, right? This is either elevated or just on the ground. It doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that you are getting as much intensity on those, and as much load on your anterior deltoids, right? You want to make sure that your body understands, like, the amount of weight you're putting on your wrist, your biceps, like every part of your body, like that perfect leaning and that load that's required for the balance of the straddle planche, right? Now here, you can just see me doing 5 sets of this. You do around 15 to 20 sets, and you rest 15 seconds between each set, right? And it just amazed me, or I guess I was just so uncertain about this because it's so disbelieving. How can the planche lean, which is simply, well, not simply, but I assumed was an exercise for an introduction to the planche for people that can barely hold the tuck planche. I thought this movement was only for those kind of people, right? Or like at that stage of the planche. I just could not acknowledge that this movement, this simple movement, just is helping me progress in these harder advancements of the planche. And I'll honestly say I'm putting all the credit of my progression purely to those planche leans, those high intense planche leans. So basically that was the only thing I really wanted to emphasize in this video, and I'll finish it off here. See you guys next time.